Chapter 2, Sangeet Surprises. As you wait for your entrance, you, your mother, and Jamila stand mouths agape, staring at your fiancé wearing a tuxedo for Sangeet. Like by surprise?
Rishi, this is not what you were supposed to pick up from the tailors. What will people say? Where's Naresh? I need him.
Jamila glares at her son before escorting your mother away into the ballroom. You have trouble finding the words to express your shock.
Rishi, you're not wearing your sherwani.
I know. Did you see our mother's faces? They weren't prepared for my tuxedo.
Neither was I. You could have warned me.
But then it wouldn't be a surprise, Iniga. Plus, I don't want there to be more pressure on you to straighten me out.
Rishi, you know I wouldn't.
Especially since you've got plausible deniability. How can it be your fault if you didn't know about it?
That's what this is about? The expectations?
It's my Sangeet too. Ours, no one else's.
This isn't what I wanted tonight to be.
Rishi sees your forlorn look on your face. He reaches out to take your hand comfortingly. I don't want you to be upset, Princess. But before he can finish his thought, the wedding planner bustles over to you. She gives Rishi's outfit another once-over. The DJ was stuffing his face with cheat. He's going to play you out in 3, 2, 1. The wedding planner gives you a gentle push to the doors, thrusting you into the spotlight. The host, your uncle Sanjay, introduces you to the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the happy couple, my gorgeous niece Anika Bashin and her dapper fiancé, Rishi Kalvani.
You plaster on a fake wide smile as you and Rishi move through the guests. Behind their energetic cheers, you catch their disapproving whispers.
What on earth is Rishi wearing? That's not the costumature money we mentioned last night. I wonder whose idea the tux was.
Rishi's sticking out. He's the only person not wearing traditional clothes. As you reach the elevated platform, Rishi leans in, lowering his voice for your ears only. Everything will be perfect, Princess. Just keep your eyes on me. You make it sound so simple. With you, it is, 1,000 times over. Now, don't be nervous, just follow my lead.
Wait, what are you doing?
In one swift move, Rishi hops over the platform above in the crowd, then nods to Sanjay.
To kick off a celebration, it's the groom-to-be himself.
Sanjay points to the DJ, and the lights go off. Hush whispers take over as the Bollywood hit plays over the speakers.
This is my favorite song. What does Rishi have up his sleeve?
A spotlight appears on Rishi as he breaks into a dance. One by one, the groomsmen rush to the stage and join him as this music swells. This one's for you, Aniga. I mean, he did promise one dance. You're wound with Rishi's choreography, describing the typical Bollywood story. The crowd erupts as groomsmen run up to you, fighting over your hand and dance, only for Rishi to fight them off.
This is not happening. You planned all of this?
Just like you asked, Princess. Rishi walks up to you, getting down on one knee. May I have this dance? Because you're gonna turn this down. Join the dance with Rishi.
I suppose one dance won't hurt.
With a deep breath, you take Rishi's hand. The crowd cheers as you observe the simple steps he performs. Easily, you imitate him before putting on a show of even more intricate steps.
I had no idea you could dance so well.
Can't let it all out at once, Princess. Rishi takes your hand and twirls you around, smirking. Let's see what you can do. You focus on the lyrics, something about running towards the one you love. Chase Rishi. You slow jog to Rishi as he playfully runs away in time to the music. Get back here, my love. You catch up and he grabs you, twirling you into a tight hug before setting you down. You found me?
Always.
Rishi's hands find yours as you mirror his steps to the best of your ability. Behind you as groomsmen interpret the lyrics for themselves, little scenarios playing out for your guests' viewing pleasure.
This is everything I wanted it to be and more.
You gaze into his eyes as if you're the only two people on the dance floor as the DJ seamlessly mixes the upbeat love song into a romantic tune. Rishi's hand sinks to your waist, and as his other hand sweeps you across the floor. How do you like my surprise? Music sinks, swells, the spotlight illuminates the two of you. The crowd falls back in silence.
You really are good at surprises.
Even the tux? You run a hand over the dark lapels and smirk.
It was certainly a surprise. Whether it was a good one is up for debate.
The Sherwani didn't cut it for me. As you slow dance, his lips brush over your ear, sending a shiver down your spine. The dance didn't either.
There's more?
The dance isn't over, is it? Rishi draws you close, and with a nod signals for you to step back from him. You both gracefully slide backwards. It's a simple but elegant move.
I can't believe how smooth you are.
Rishi tugs on your hand, and you spin around him until you're chest to chest once again. As you sway together, you try to match his every step. With every move, Rishi surprises you. His footwork is expert, but you manage to keep up. That's it, Princess. You're doing amazing.
All thanks to my light-footed partner. You're certainly making it easy. Your moves are amazing.
Good thing that with a partner like you, I'm unstoppable. He gently spins you out, you let the momentum carry you. It's an easy, natural move, and you can't help but laugh with joy. Did you like this? He spins you back in, and as you land in his arms, he pulls you close. The two of you sway to the music in perfect unison.
Like it, Rishi. I love it. I love you. This is already beyond what I thought tonight would be like.
I love you too, Princess. He leans forward and leaves a trail of soft kisses across the top of your head. Your cheeks warm.
This is just what I wanted, Rishi and I.
The music swells as it comes to an end. This calls for show-stopping move. Do you trust me?
With my life.
Rishi, you would think that, you would get the answer, and then, depending on your answer, it would do it, but okay.
Lift me above your shoulders.
He places his hands on your waist and lifts you in time with the music. Your skirt flutters as you hold onto his shoulder, drinking in his gorgeous smile.
I don't think I could be any happier in this moment.
He puts you back down and takes your hand once more, kissing it.
Our guests love it.
I think you do too. His fingers gently dig into your waist as he pulls you into a long, tight hug.
That was perfect, Rishi. And you promised me one dance, and you delivered.
The romantic song melts into the night as an upbeat number takes over. Rishi lets go of you one last time. You didn't think it was over, did you? Just then, your dad, Sanjay, and the rest of the men from your families pour on the dance floor with Rishi. You laugh embarrassingly.
Anika, this is for you.
I can't believe you convinced me to do this. The men dance uncoordinated and with the whole lot of a heart to the joy of all your guests.
Oh my god, what are they doing?
With one final flourish, the men strike a pose around Rishi as he points to you dramatically. Love you, Princess. You blow him a kiss as the guests rush onto the floor. It's time for the party to really begin. That was sweet. Later in the evening, you mingle with your guests, family, friends, people you haven't even seen since middle school. They all congratulate you on an impending nuptials.
I wonder where Rishi's disappeared to. I've barely seen him since the dance.
But as you wade through the sea of people, you find Preeti and Otto seated near the bar with Rishi's teenage cousin, Tara.
There she is, the woman of the hour.
You snort, hugging her, and Otto, who slips you his rum and coke. Here, you might need this.
You're the best, Otto. That's why I married him. This is why you two are the perfect couple. You're so romantic.
Preeti leans into Otto, who drapes an arm over her.
Don't let your mother hear that. Tara, Suma, and Auntie might just lock you up until you've married.
Take it you've told Tara your story. It's the first thing she needed to know about us. We're infamous. He tilts his head back, and your eyes meet Fatima's and Suman. They speak in hushed whispers and don't spare you a smile.
Preeti and Otto are a couple of goals, but you and Rishi are like a movie. Your love story's a real-life fairy tale.
Fairy tales still take a lot of work. Take Rishi and me. We have our ups and downs, but you need to communicate every step of the way.
That's like a normal relationship.
I know! Oh man, this is a shocker. News at 11. Breaking news. I guess you could say that's what relationships are. Neither perfect nor broken.
That's okay. We're basically saying the same thing.
You study the young girl and her eager eyes, her romantic notions, upbeat positivity remind you of yourself. Preeti sees it too.
Tara, I love you. You're going to sit with us, okay?
I'm so glad she's taking Tara under her wings. She's like a mini Preeti. The happiness doesn't last long as you feel judging eyes on you, followed by hurried whispers.
It's Anika's fault.
They're talking about me?
I don't want Tara sitting with that family, but she's so loud. I don't want her to cause more trauma. Look at Jamila. Did you see how she was dancing with Anika's mother? Oh, she's too old to behave so immaturely.
Your blood boils as you listen. Your hands grow into fists at your side, nails digging into your palm.
Rishi is the immature one. Did you see what he's wearing? We aren't so unorthodox, but we know our nephew. He would never do this to us. Isn't it obvious? He became like this after meeting Anika. After he met her, he was such a sweet boy. Now look at how he's dressing and dancing.
I can't take this anymore. You stand, ready to confront them when Preeti grabs your hand.
Don't do this. Not here. Trust me, it won't end well. But did you hear them?
Just then, the crowd cheers, pulling your attention away as Rishi stands on stage. I thought I'd slip in a thank you to all of you before I forgot to. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. The crowd roars as he searches for someone, eyes finally locking with yours. There she is. The reason I'm here today, my beautiful bride-to-be, Anika Bashan. You rush to the stage. Rishi helps you up, but doesn't let go of your hand, much to his aunt's discomfort. They stand on your toes and kiss his cheek, earning you a wide grin in return. In front of all these people, princess. I want them to know that you belong to me. The crowd goes wild at the gesture, but you see Suma and Fatima bristle among them.
I think that answers that, Fatima.
They're not gonna ruin my Sangeet. Rishi was right. This night belongs to us. I'd like to start with Anika. My anchor, my North Star. Without you, none of this would be possible. I can't wait to be your husband. And I can't wait to be your wife. Your guests awe at you and Rishi as Tar rushes front and center with her phone. I'd like to thank our parents for bringing us together. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Yes, Mom, Dad, Jamila, your approval and assurance in our union only makes us more confident in each other. We love you so much. We love you too, child. as your eyes meet Suma and Fatima's. You grin. Preeti studies you, but you're ready for this. And to all of our extended family, thank you for your complete and utter support. This Sangeet is for all of us, so I hope you let your hair down, have fun, don't let anyone stop you from making this a night to remember. True love exists. Tora's voice echoes across the ballroom, even without a mic, as her mother glares at her. Tora, remember where you are! Thanks for your support, Tora. Now, join me in raising a toast to the woman I love, and the families we're bringing together. You raise a glass to Rishi's toast before the costumed drummers play you out for the final event of the night. Outside, Rishi wraps his arm around you as a dazzling display of fireworks illuminates the night sky. The fireworks were a nice touch. I don't know, I think our guests like the tux more. The two of you share a laugh, you sigh happily, basking in the feel. This is the Rishi I know. It's like the earlier tension's finally gone. As you watch the fireworks in his arms, you can't help but notice Fatima and Suman mumbling underneath their breath. Why do we care?
Can you believe it? It's a shame. I'll have to warn Tara later.
Are they really gossiping about me again? You're trying to push them from your mind, focusing on the fireworks instead, and Rishi's embrace for the rest of the night. The next day, you and your mother meet Rishi and his mother at the Desi-run flower shop ahead of a long day of vendor meetings. I know we've got off onto a rocky start, but last night was special. Rishi did all of that just for me. Ready for a long day of vendor visits? Depends whether you change into a tuxedo later. I mean, technically he's wearing one now, but you know. Rishi snakes an arm around your waist, pulling you so you're hip to hip. Just like glue.
I must say, I didn't think I'd dance as much as I did last night. Jamila, he's your only child. I'm sure you'll dance even more, and his Bharat, and we will be right by your side.
That's a world. This wedding has brought your mothers closer, and seeing them like this only makes you happier.
But Rishi, you're better not have another surprise like last night's this week.
No promises, Mom. Rishi wouldn't show up in a tux for the actual ceremony, would he? The wedding planner interrupts and walks you through the flowers for your Mendi and wedding ceremonies.
So these are the chrysanthemums that will be used for the ceremony.
This isn't what we ordered.
I thought we agreed on marigolds. Anika's right. Marigolds have been such an important part of our ceremonies, and these look a bit flat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was told the change was my request. I thought we could do something a little different. You hold back a gasp as your mother and Jamila stand in discomfort. His aunts are going to pin this on me too, won't they? It doesn't matter that this was Rishi's idea.
Rishi, I thought we agreed no more surprises. It's quite the change. What do you think, Anika?
Oh no, dude can't keep doing things like... I'm just saying, he keeps making choices that are against her. Our guest won't expect it. I'll do that one. Is it a bad thing? Our guests are here to support us, not judge us.
As he meant his aunts, no one's safe. Even so, they still have expectations, and I don't want to disappoint them.
You sigh as your parents let you handle this. Rishi sees the exasperation in your face. Truth be told, I've always thought marigolds were kind of ugly.
Oh, I got so caught up in the tradition I never thought about his preferences.
Also true, but this is why you'd have a discussion, not him calling ahead and making a choice.
In that case, let's open ourselves up to different flowers and brighter colors.
She hands her tab to Rishi, who slides through different arrangements. What about the sunflowers? They're beautiful. They're not traditional, but perhaps a good middle ground. I do love sunflowers. The wedding planner scurries over her tab, looking through arrangements to show your mother's. Rishi slips behind you, wrapping an arm around you. Thank you for compromising. I only hope his family approves. I mean, his mother's right there, doesn't it? Just saying. Next, you all head to the caterer. When you step into the store, the scent of fresh herbs and spices being roasted fills your nose. This smells amazing. Rishi sneezes. Twice. You hold back a laugh, listening to your mother talk about her wedding day.
Bless you, Rishi. The head chef will be out to meet us shortly. Now, Madhu, about the dessert.
I have an idea.
About the dessert? I thought you didn't care for sweets.
I'm talking about the main dishes. I'm seeing a lot of curries and fried foods, but what if we change the menu?
He's not serious.
How about burgers? I tried to stick up for you back there, but you're just making it worse. Burgers.
We can't change the menu a day before the wedding.
Why not? Isn't that why we're here?
Listen to your fiancée, child. At least she still has some sense. The flowers I could live with, but burgers at a wedding. I mean...
I can see it, but at the same time, they better be some damn good burgers. They better be, have you guys seen the movie The Menu? They better be that kind of burger. Rishi looks at the wedding planner expectingly.
Rishi, that's quite an expensive request. Everything's almost ready, but it is doable.
Money isn't an issue. I just think the event is veering off course.
No, absolutely not, Rishi. You're the one that's turning this into absolute chaos. I'm sorry, Rishi, but I have to agree.
Rishi looks at you, eyes pleading for your support, but all you can think about is his family's dislike of you.
His aunts will just blame me for more things.
Anika.
Rishi. It'll be a waste of food. We can't just throw it away because you've decided you don't want this.
We could donate it.
That's very pragmatic, but you know donations are a lot more complicated than just that.
Showing up with food or for 900 people, you're right, I'm sorry. Behind you, your mother's sigh in relief as Rishi cedes to you. He remains distant as the rest of you finish with the caterer.
He's not even looking at me. I wonder if he even cares that we're going with Shahi Tukda for dessert. Rishi, are you okay?
Yep. We should get going. The photographer said we need to meet him at the venue before sunset. Rishi hurries out of the building, not bothering to wait for the rest of you. I think I get it. No, I get it. If they don't explain it by the end of this chapter, I'll do it at the end of the video. Unlike the earlier vendors, the photographer is greeted with straight faces and tense silence. The wedding planner tries to lighten the mood to no avail.
I hope you're not bringing this energy for the Mendi tomorrow. Even if they do, I'll make sure it's aesthetic.
There won't be an issue for the wedding. You reach out for Rishi's hand, seeking his comforting touch, but he pulls away before your fingers twine.
This doesn't feel like the case. Well, whatever your envision for the event, I'm your guy. Avoid angles you hate. Catch your good side. Crop out all the relatives you're not fond of. Your wish is my command.
Rishi snorts, but you're still sullen. The photographer walks you through the space with his photo ideas for the ceremony, but you tune out, just like Rishi.
I just want to go home. I'm so tired. Why don't you take a few test photographs? I don't understand your vision. Maybe if the children pose, I'll see what you mean. Come on, you two.
I'd love that. If it's not an inconvenience, would the happy couple be pleased to oblige? You study all three of them, and something clicks.
Proximity to Rishi should get us talking again. Get us closer. He looks so down and out.
I have the lights and my assistant's ready. It's all you guys. What do you do? Photo shoot. I think it's a great idea. What about you, Rishi? Rishi pauses, but gives in. He looks between you and the photographer. You'll need to help. I never know what to do with my hands.
Keep them on me. At all times.
He giggles. Rishi smiles faintly in return. Your bid is well received, and you feel him open up slowly. All right, lovebirds. For starters, let's head for the gardens and get some candids. You follow the photographer to one of the outdoor gardens. Golden light illuminates Rishi, and you stop yourself short of drooling. You look so hot. It's too bad today hasn't been great for us. Now imagine what it'll be like on that day. Flowers cascading all around you. The photographer's camera flashes, and he studies the shows with a frown. This won't do. Do you think you could look happier? Bro, how about I wrap a rope around your neck? I'm serious. I'm serious? I've heard that too much in my life. Why don't you look happier? I don't know. The minute you can make me happy, I'll smile. How about that? Excuse me? I just mean pose like you like each other. We do like each other. Then show me that. Maybe your hands on his chest. I'll leave it up to you. You blush as your mother's green. The photographer doesn't mince his words. Wrap my arms around him. Gingerly, you bite your lip, getting on your tiptoes. You drape your arms around Rishi's broad shoulders. Is this okay? Rishi sighs and shakes his head. You're about to back off and his arms wrap around your waist. It's romantic. It's perfect. He said it before I could. This is more than okay, princess. The photographer continues to snap test photos. Rishi's gaze finds yours' expression serious. Today's been hard, hasn't it? Yeah, we've been on different pages. Not our finest hour, that's for sure. Rishi tucks a stray hair behind your ear. He smiles genuinely for the first time in what feels like forever. But here I feel like we're getting back on track. Me too. You lock eyes with Rishi for a long moment, feeling the day's tension start to crumble. Perfect. Now look at me. Smile, please. You smile brighter as the photographer takes picture after picture after picture. My cheeks are killing me. Is it normal for my face to hurt? Maybe we should take a serious photo. Like this? Rishi drops his smile and looks straight at the photographer. Then he raises his arms and you realize he's mimicking his little zombie. He's going to eat me, no! It's okay. Undead love and live in love forever. Rishi and you burst out laughing. He grabs you by the waist, holding you tight from behind. Rishi kisses your cheek. With every little joke, every little laugh, you feel closer to him. This is us, this banter, these moments. I wish I could ground us here forever. You take a step forward and straighten yourself out. Rishi is still determined to hold you, closes the space between you. Here, you've got, his fingers brush your cheek and play with a loose strand of hair. He tucks it behind your ear and you feel yourself burn. Rishi's lips pause just a breath away from yours. You wait for him to close the distance, but he doesn't. You're the perfect blushing bride. Hold on. Rishi, I'm sorry for turning down your ideas earlier. He chuckles and presses his lips to your forehead. The photographer practically leaps out of his shoes at the gesture. Hold it right there, don't move. We can talk about it later, princess. No, I'm serious. No, so am I. I know we need to talk later, but in this moment I just want to focus on us. I like the sound of that. Oh, love the smolder. Give me more. Jesus. The photographer finishes up his last shot and shows you your mother's. I already feel the tears coming, my little girl, all grown up. Ah, they are quite beautiful. I promise they'll be even better on the actual day. You rest your head against Rishi's shoulder, finally feeling at peace. I have no doubt they will be. I can't wait. Your mother and Jamila catch each other's eye with a subtle nod, but you don't care. Not with Rishi by your side. Are we gonna have the talk? After dropping Jamila off, night falls as Rishi drives you and your mother home. She heads inside while you linger behind with Rishi. He slips his hand in yours, pulling you into a warm embrace.
Finally, we're alone. I needed this.
Thank you for encouraging me to do the photo shoot earlier. I think it helped us today. He kisses your forehead lovingly. You sink further into his arms.
Today was something, wasn't it?
Just a warm-up, remember?
Do you have any idea what our wedding day will be like?
Colorful.
Loud.
Not intimate.
It's the kind of the worst part, yet for some reason I'm still excited.
You run your hand through your hair with an exasperated sigh.
I feel so conflicted, Rishi. I'm scared that you'll regret this marriage.
What, Anika? That will never be the case. I love you. He cups your cheek in his hand. His gaze bores into yours. Our marriage is a sacred promise. It means something. No, it means everything to me. Remember when that used to mean a lot to a lot of people? Yeah.
It means everything to me, too.
Whatever comes next, we tackle it as like a team. Besides, we're in the home stretch now. Rishi hugged her even tighter, and in that moment you know that you two are really a team. Anika, Rishi, can you two come in? Your mother and I need to talk to you. The two of you spring back at your dad's interruption from the front steps. That's not ominous at all.
Come on, we should see what they want.
Inside the living room, your parents gesture for you to take a seat. Rishi follows you to the couch, planting himself next to you. We have a gift for the two of you.
A special family heirloom, if you will.
Your parents present you and Rishi with a cardboard box. Gingerly, you open it to unveil folds of ornate, decorative, stiff fabric.
This is beautiful.
But I'm confused. What is this? I think it's that thing that goes from your shoulder down and around up your back. This is the same cloth we used for our mandap.
It was your grandparents before it was ours. We hoped you might carry it on tradition and incorporate it into your decor if you like.
Of course, yes. We'd be happy to, won't we, Rishi? Certainly. Your eyes brim with happy tears as you find yourself overwhelmed with the gift.
Thank you. I can't believe you still have this. We were just waiting for the right time to give it to you.
You jump off the couch and hug your parents, who hold you tight. When you return to your seat, Rishi smiles tidily. Your father coughs and turns to rub his eye.
You must be allergies, that's all. Rishi's been awfully quiet.
When you lock eyes with Rishi, his expression is difficult to place. You clear your throat and he snaps back to attention. Thank you for this.
It's just a little gift to welcome you into our family.
You glance at Rishi, who nods tightly and then checks his watch. Thank you for having me. I should be off. You have an early start tomorrow.
It's just a Mindy. Let me walk you out.
Unlike before, your walk to the car is quiet. It's almost as tense as the afternoon before the photo shoot. When you reach his car, he turns to you and takes a breath. Anika, are you sure this is what you want?
What are you talking about?
We were so combative about the flowers and food. I just want to know if this, the mandap, the traditional wedding, this is what you want.
Of course it is. Besides,
this is what's expected of us. It's too late to change anything now. This is what's expected of us.
There's a reason we're having a traditional Indian wedding, isn't there? We're keeping it alive. We've always been in between, neither Indian nor American.
You take his hand in yours, firm in your beliefs.
We get to define what we do, and this is what I want.
He nods. Thoughtfully, he leans forward, resting his forehead against yours, and before moving back. My mother did say the Mindy would be an orthodox affair.
Why?
That's where the fun begins. All the women from both families come together and size the other up.
That's not what Mindy is like.
Not when my family's involved. All you have to do is survive the whole day with my aunts. Isn't that fun little tradition for you? You freeze, computing his implication.
I've been so caught up with the wedding I forgot it being stuck with his aunts. At least I'll have Preeti and Tara.
Good luck getting her away from her mother. Sangeet was a flute. He leans forward, kissing you on the cheek before getting into his car. Have a fun Mindy, princess. It's just like you wanted. You watch his drive away as a pitch forms in your stomach.
How am I going to survive tomorrow?
Before we have a talk, first and foremost, if you did enjoy the content that I do, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your thoughts are. Okay? Alright, so now to talk about this and try and keep it TLDR. So for those of you who actually care and stay, thank you. So here we go. So a lot of times in marriages, right, especially for the wedding arrangements and the wedding planning and everything else, a lot of times the family will be involved to the girl, right? And typically they'll say, well, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this, we want this. And as long as everything is to our girl's standards and she gets what she wants, it's amazing, right? And did anyone ever stop to think for a minute that typically in a lot of the wedding planning and whatnot, the guy foots the bill, right? He fits most of it, if not all of it. For most of them. Not all of them, but for most of them. Sometimes some of the families go 50-50. But with that being said, when it goes 50-50, even then, most of the time, if not all of the time, the things are between, whatever the girl wants, right? And a lot of people could sit here and go, well, it's her special day. And I've seen those responses online. It's her special day. She should get what she wants. You're right. I wholeheartedly agree with you. However, much like we neglect most men nowadays, it should be going both ways. There should be a lot of compromising, working together. That's supposed to be what a marriage is supposed to be like. A lot of conversations and a lot of communication and a lot of, let's just say hypothetically, a girl, wanted the same thing, right? She wanted a certain color, like she wanted the white chrysanthemums or something. And you know me, I'm not a huge fan of certain bright colors, right? I'm okay with them, but would I wear them? No. So for my wedding, I would want compromise. I would go, okay, well, how about some blue? Or something that maybe is one of her favorite colors. Clearly her favorite color isn't white. So how about something to like add a little color to it or something? So how about like a dark blue, right? Maybe some orchids or, something, along that line, right? The food was another thing, too. You could have compromised. You could have still done all that, but added a little bit of American cuisine. Clearly, you can tell his family isn't as traditional as her family. His family's more industrialized, modern, etc. And so he's feeling out of place. And no one's really touching base on his feelings. Really, no one is. And it's all about what the families want when it should be about what they both want. It shouldn't be about the family. I'm going to be honest with you. It should not be about the family. None of this should be about the family. It should be about him and her. And that's the problem here. And again, also a little of it's got to come back to the guy, right? It's got to, he's got to have something for himself. Maybe he wanted a good burger on his wedding day. I don't know, but he just wanted a burger. We're that simple, I'm going to be honest with you. Some guys are, we're that simple, right? Check in with your guy, especially if you got one in your life, a boyfriend, a brother, a husband, whatnot. Check in with your guy a little. Don't use it against him. Seriously, don't use it against him. I promise you, if you communicate in a relationship, in a marriage, whatnot, and you communicate more and talk about things more. That's such a problem nowadays, is people don't know how to communicate, and then they also don't want to talk about the simple things. Everybody complains about the simple parts of conversation, the filling in the gaps, the things like that. Everybody says it's so exhausting. Okay? What are you saving your energy up for? You may die tomorrow. What are you saving your energy up for? Seriously, you thinking you're going to live the long haul? You're going to live to be 100 years old? What are you saving your energy up for? Also, how hard is it as a person who literally and figuratively does this for a living, who sits there and reads all this shit? And a lot of you have come to me, well, I always just shut up, and why do you read all this other shit? I got a question for you. What is the point in any of it? We're here in a blink of an eye, and it's all gone, and it's all over with. Like, I know I'm getting deep here, and I know you guys are like, oh no, he doing the thing. I'm just asking these questions. I just need to know. What's the point of living if not to live? Just saying. That's just my thoughts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.